Everybody, my name is Adam Meyer. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to go over the market emotional cycle and how it's actually applying to the cryptocurrency market. This could be a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it kind of looks identical to where it is right now in the market. So let's get into this. I do talk a little bit about this over in my course over on my website. So if you want any information on that, join the group chats and then message me on there. But I'm going over here to Ethereum. First of all, we're looking at the disbelief as we see here in the picture down within this area. Then we see the hope come in, and then the optimism, belief, the thrill, the euphoria, as just as we see this over here. So we got the disbelief, the hope starts to come in, the optimism, and then this pulls back, or this is making like higher highs, higher lows, and this is like the belief stage where people are really buying. This is where I was buying more over within this area as well. I first started buying it around $400, and then I was adding more into my position right here. This is the last time I bought it, right about $1,400 right there. But then we do see the thrill come in, and then the euphoria, which is just where all the orders come in. Everybody's like so excited about it. They all just want to get in. I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. So that's just the emotions of all this coming in. And now we're kind of retracing. That was a deep retracement, and we could just see consolidation here for a bit. We could see it pull down farther down into here. We could see it pull up a little bit more, possibly into this gap. It doesn't need to come all the way up here or something like that. And then this is just where we see the complacency, and then the anxiety, the denial, and then the capitalization here. This is where people take 100% of their money out. As it says here, they're like, I can't afford to lose anymore, but you're already at the bottom. So this is like really where people should be accumulating orders if price does make it down here. And then we get the anger and all the panic, and then we get depression. So it goes into the depression for a little bit, and then the disbelief comes back in as it starts to work up higher. But really, when we start to see things like this, and this is kind of like how I swing trade some stocks as well, when I start to see it inch its way up and start to make these higher highs after a big downwards movement, this is really when you're trying to buy it. Just like how it did down here. It blew up and it died off, and then you slowly start to see it rise right here, pull back. This is ideally what you want to buy after a big downwards movement with really not much going on. But this doesn't mean this bull run's over. It could just pull back down a little bit more, down within this range or down into here. I don't know if it's going to come down here that fast within the next like month or two, but if it does, we could then look for more accumulation to bring it up even higher. But if it does do something like this, I will be looking for buys to then take it up longer going into the future. Looking at Bitcoin, very similar situation. There's a disbelief, hope, all of it just up in here. And we could be seeing price react right off a level I'll show you in just a minute on the daily time frame. But we could just see it come up into this area to then have its reaction down here. So this is an area that sticks out to me quite a bit, was these gaps that are sitting right here in the daily time frame. So a lot of buyers came into this place, but there's no sellers to balance it out. Same within this area here. And this could be a short-term pullback down below all these lows. So if institutions had enough selling pressure to sell this down below and then accumulate orders within some type of schematic down within here, let's say it did something like this, we could be looking for buys up along the way on something like this coming towards the end of the year. But if we do see price push higher right now, which it looks like it could be doing, we could look for that reaccumulation to come back down lower within here. I don't know if it's going to be able to break all this accumulation of price, all these orders up here very quickly. I mean, it would have to take a lot of buyers and a lot of people willing to take this to new all-time highs right away. But it really all depends. So scenario, it could happen was come down here, accumulate to then hit all-time highs, which is probably the better situation if we are going to continue rallying higher, or we're going to break up higher right now to then work lower and then possibly work down within this range, possibly reaccumulate down here, but it already filled up within this area. So it's just the market structure behavior. If it does push down, we are more likely to see 16,000, 20,000, 12,000, 8,000 down within here. Right here in the daily, I did post something on my Twitter the other day about this down candle before the move up. This is a very good point of interest where a lot of buyers came in, and then actually a lot of sellers started to come in here. And if you really want to know about the manipulation that happened up within here, go watch my last YouTube video about manipulation. I talked about this wick coming up and the manipulation that brought price down. But this was a lot of selling pressure here yesterday that is driving right through this price. And it looks like it wants to come lower below these lows down within here. And if we do break $33,000 or break the $30,000 level again down here, we are going down to these ranges down in here and possibly for more reaccumulation. And I really want to see that happen, to be honest, so then I can accumulate more orders once we start seeing signs of a higher movement up into that area over there. So if we do see something like that, this is where I'm going to be possibly buying. Like if we didn't see it come down this hard and it came up, I would possibly be reaccumulating because we're seeing higher highs being made, and we could be anticipating higher highs to be made up within here, to new all-time highs again. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention about the emotional cycle, the markets here, and we could see it break up higher to then come down to have the depression stage again, where like the bear market comes in, or we can just see it pull back now, possibly a reaccumulation to come higher, or it could just pull back and keep falling. It really depends on what it wants to do, but as long as I see confirmations of higher highs in some form, I will be taking orders to bring it higher. I have personally sold some off up towards like peaks and stuff, and when higher prices are made, but I do hold a good amount in my portfolio still because I do believe in this stuff long term. So if you're in that same boat and you don't sell it at a loss, and like that's personally something I wouldn't do. I wouldn't sell it as a loss. So if you're negative, I mean, hold on to it if you want, if you really believe into it. If you don't want to lose any more money, if this does come down and you're uncertain, because right now we are in uncertain times, you can go ahead and cancel your position, but make sure like you keep an eye and look for like a good deal to get back in later. But if you have any questions, join the links down below, and thank you very much. Have a good one.